very much. All right.
And we're in.
All right, folks, Homer Ibarra back here in the halls of E3 2013, and I stumbled upon a familiar face, Sophia Tong, Games Radar. How's it going, Sophia?
Homer, I'm good. How are you? It's so nice to see you.
Thank you very much. And, you know, E3 is upon us once again, and, you know, there was a lot of news that broke last night. Obviously, what is your initial response?
I loved Sony's press conference. I'm sure a lot of people did because they went out and clarified the whole used games issue because that's what everyone's been talking about. Sure. And I think they just took advantage of that, and they did a really great job. Lower price point, which I wasn't really expecting. Yeah. Generous.
Very generous.
I know, right? I thought it would be at least 500, and knowing them, probably 800.
Right. I mean, you know, it goes to show that Sony has definitely been listening, you know, and the pre-E3 conferences, the one that they had in February, and then obviously Microsoft's that they had earlier in May, it probably resonated in preparation for E3, right?
Well, what's funny is, like, all they had to do is just keep quiet. Like, they did their thing in February. They're like, all right, we have it out there, but they just said nothing for the next few months. So I think they took that time and, you know, did a lot with it. So
well, let me ask you this. Do you think it was like a scheduling advantage for them to go last? I mean, obviously, you know, Microsoft started the day real early, and they brought it. I mean, I was impressed. I'm not going to lie. I was impressed with the games lineup. I was impressed with the box, and then the day kind of went on with EA and Ubisoft, and you know, they brought what they had expected. But then Sony, they kind of like they just anchored, and they definitely set the stage on fire. Do you think that they had the advantage though, going last?
Yeah, absolutely. But I wonder, like, I was talking with the guys afterwards. I was like, they had about, you know, 10 hours. I don't know how many hours, but a long time to maybe, if they had different pricing in mind, it's like, oh, if Microsoft went really high, we can actually do 500 and whatever. So I don't know. And also squeezing in those disc-based slides was really great. But I'm sure they had like a week to prep that, since that was announced, what, last week? I don't even remember anymore. But yeah, so they had time to prepare, and I think it definitely works to their advantage.
Okay, so let's, we can't forget the other three in the big three, Nintendo. They had their Nintendo Direct. Obviously, no press conference here, which is kind of a surprise, but at the same time, it kind of goes with what's happening in the industry right now. A lot of people are kind of pinching pennies, and rightly so. But do you think that the announcements they made this morning were enough to keep them relevant in the show?
I think it's smart for them to kind of scale back on that because, yeah, everyone is pinching pennies, like you said. And they brought pretty much kind of what we expected. You knew Smash Brothers was coming. And I think Nintendo fans are happy. I don't know. But this, considering the Wii U is already out and it's a big show for like the PS4 and the Xbox One, it probably wouldn't make sense to do this big Wii U thing and eShop stuff. But so, no, they just rolled out the games. And I think could have been a little later in the morning, 7 a.m. after last.
You got to be kidding me, right?
Exactly. But, you know, it was pre-recorded. It started on time. It was fine. But, yeah, I'm excited for the games, Smash Brothers. And then a bunch of, I know, you can't go wrong with
Mario Kart?
Yes, Mario Kart 8.
Yes.
And then, oh, God, already blanking already. A new Donkey Kong. Mm-hmm. And I love how they introduced Mega Man. Yes. I think we were all thrilled to see that.
All right, so last question, Sophia. What's the first thing you're going to go hit when the doors open?
Well, I have an appointment with Activision, so that's kind of the first thing I'm going to hit. I don't even know what I'm seeing at this point. I just have an appointment with them. But I am really excited to see more Sony stuff, like Beyond. I want to see more of that. The Witness, Smash Brothers. I do want to go to Nintendo first, but I do have this appointment with Activision. I'll get there at some point.
Sure.
Sure.
Personal interests aside, yes. You got to handle business.
That's true. I do have appointments and meetings I need to show up for, so
that'll probably be right.
I'm up soon right now.
All right, well, let's cut. Sophia, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you.
Coming full circle. I remember interviewing her for her first on-camera appearance, Hawks, Ubisoft. Go back and watch it because it's awesome. She's come light years, I'm telling you. Sophia, thanks for joining us. Have a great show.
Thanks, you too.
All right, let's head back to the stage, y'all.